to share the new ball. And he'll be bowling to Kamran Natta, who's heaved that towards long on. They've got some protection there. Isam Mutiarab does well, but they'll pick up a couple of runs. Ankur Sangwan has been very impressive in this tournament so far. He's bowled some excellent deliveries, gets that ball to swing in the air, and deceives the batter in pace. Meanwhile, Kamran Natta hasn't been his fluent best so far. Once again, the arm ball coming in and straight to the fielder, Mohammad Ajmal. No chance of a run.
Yes, 2 deliveries in the over. First ball, 2 runs taken, and then it was a dot ball. So it's going to be Kamran facing the next delivery of Ankur Sangwan. Oh, he gets his man. Kamran trying to go for a big heave towards the onside has perished, and what a wicket for Ankur Sangwan.
Well, that was an excellent delivery from Ankur Sangwan. He's known for bowling those in-dippers. Look at that. Getting the ball to move in the air and then that seam movement, taking it into the right-hander. Top of off stump. Excellent stuff from Ankur Sangwan. Kamran Natta couldn't make a big impact. 6 of 3 of 6 deliveries for him. 8 for the loss of 1. Kamarawan comes in. That's a big shout. I think that was very close. That's a good shout. I thought I hit the pad first. This is going to be a very interesting replay. That was a brilliant delivery from Ankur Sangwan. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's a brilliant delivery. It was pad first and then hitting the bat. Too much doubt there. I think we've got the luxury of a replay. But Kamar Awan, he should consider himself very lucky. He's off the mark. It's going to be Ronak Panoli. Plays well, but straight to the fielder. Excellent bit of fielding by Mohammad Farazuddin. We know how good he is in the field. Stops a certain boundary. One more delivery to go, and this is proving to be a superb over. Fantastic one from Ankur Sangwan.
That was a slower and a delivery that was on the top of off. Cut but straight to the fielder. Again, the one that comes in. This is a different kind of a ball that Ankur has developed. And it seems to be doing really well for Ankur Sangwan so far. A dot ball to end the over. Just 3 runs off it and a wicket.
Thanks to our sponsors, Fan Code, bringing us this brilliant tournament, the A10 Bash, live from the Eden Gardens in Ajman. This has been a superb tournament so far. Some thrilling games coming our way. We've seen last ball thrillers. The previous game itself was a brilliant one. Nine on the board after 2 overs. This is an excellent start for the Heroes. They've managed to pick up a wicket, that of the hard-hitting Kamran Natta. It's going to be Jeevan Gangadharan. So Adnan Mulk is playing around with his bowling order, and this is an excellent change. He's a very underrated bowler, Jivan Gangadharan, but he's got a lot of ability and a lot of talent.
First ball, he's played that towards the covers. Jivan Gangadharan has got the ability to move the ball.
Well, that field placement is superb. This is the reason why I think he's a very superb bowler and a very underrated one. That fielder has been placed exactly where that he needs a fielder. Long on, mid-wicket. And he's got a mid-off in the circle. That sweeper cover. He's more towards that point region. So, some good field placement coming in. Bowls it way outside off stump. That's another good delivery. Ronak Panoli is not able to get his feet moving today.
He's not going towards the ball, but just trying to play it from where he was, and hence missing that delivery. So 10 runs on the board. Slow start for Z Games.
Yeah, this is not a fluent start for them. Just 10 runs. Once again, excellent delivery. Ronak Panoli is not doing the right thing here. He's trying to clear that front leg and try to hoik that. Nowhere close to the ball, which is why he's been missing out. And now Kamarawan walking up to him and probably telling him that thing.
Yes, needs to get close to the ball, but hasn't been able to do that yet. 10 runs on the board. It's a good start for Ajman Heroes. They will want another wicket or so in this over. And good bowling changes as well from Ajman.
Once again, good delivery from Jivan Gangadharan. This is turning out to be a superb over. He's persisted on that line outside off stump, and he's beaten Ronak Panoli for the last 3 deliveries.
I think he's just not been able to accept the fact that Jeevan is a little quicker than what he seems to be, and that's why he's a little late on the shot. He's got a very short run up, not very quick, but does bowl some serious pace. Meanwhile, this one's been guided towards the deep third for a single.
I thought that delivery surprised Ronak Panoli. He just didn't understand where to hit it, just guided towards deep third, picks up a single and gets off the strike. He was struggling out there, especially in a T10 game. You would want to get some early runs. You would want to get some boundaries under your belt, and Ronak Panoli hasn't been able to do that, which is the reason why I think he was surprised with that full toss.
Oh, hit straight down the ground. Won't go all the way. Will only be 2 runs. But that was a mistimed hit from Kamarawan as well. So end of the third over is 13 for 1.
New bowler Harshit Kaushik comes in. That was a good delivery, arm ball straight away, and Ronak Panoli didn't pick it up. Was very lucky, got an inside edge. That's been played towards the onside by Kamarawan. He's realized the fact that he can't push on this wicket. He needs to get settled down. He needs to understand the wicket first. And also, I think he's trying to feed strike to Ronak Panoli was a big hit of the ball, and probably he's been frustrated, has been itching to go big.
Well, 7 of 10 deliveries. I think that just tells you. Oh, that's hit straight down the ground. Hand onto it by Harshit Kaushik. So clearly he's not been able to middle the ball, and we saw a similar innings from another young cricketer, Mohammad Farazuddin, yesterday, who was struggling to score runs and had to retire himself out.
So that was a good effort from Harshit Kaushik, saving the umpire while doing that. Was fiercely hit by Ronak Panoli. That's a big shot. That's a good shot. A typical Kamarawan shot coming his way. I think that ball that hit Harshit Kaushik on the previous delivery has unsettled him.
Now that was a short delivery, short and wide, allowing Kamarawan to go full towards the offside and using that width that was on offer, freeing his arms, full flow, full swing of the bat, everything right, and beats the fielder for 6 runs.
The important 6 runs. They need a lot more of those. They've been struggling out there. They've lost only 1 wicket, but they haven't been able to get going on this wicket. It's not all that easy on this wicket, I think. They need to really get their eye in first. Kamarawan, that was an excellent shot, taking him to 11 runs of 5 deliveries. Once again, short delivery. On that occasion, Kamarawan wasn't able to middle it. Trying to hit it too hard, I think.
That was also a little quicker from Harshit, so just couldn't get his timing right. But 1 more ball to go. Last ball of the over. Can he finish off well? Harshit Kaushik. Cut towards backward point. Khalid Shah, a misfield, and they'll wanted to go for the second, but has been sent back by Ronak Panoli. So just a single to end the over. Decent one from Harshit Kaushik. 4 overs bowled, 24 for 1. Right, so you can download this app called Myco where you can watch live content and you can own it, of course. But the best part is you can also earn some money just by watching. I think that is a unique selling point, a USP of that app. Nobody does that. Just watch and earn. Meanwhile, it's Ajmal who's started the 5th over where a single was taken by Ronak Panoli, who's had a slow start in this game so far. 9 runs of 12 deliveries, less than 100. That's the strike rate we're talking about. Kamar is striking at 200. A wild swing from Kamarawan. But that movement in the air has done the trick for Ajmal. So a good ball. Yeah, very close to that marker, but overall I think it's a good call. So 25 for 1, that's the score. Z Games will definitely want to accelerate, and that is what Kamarawan is trying to do here. Finds the fielder. We were talking about Farazuddin, and he's done his job this time in the field. Brilliant fielder. And that is one of the best catches you will see tonight. So another wicket falls. Z Games. It's Kamarawan trying to accelerate. Finds Farazuddin, who's taken a very good low catch. So Z Games lose their second, and their game is definitely slowing down. 25 for 2. 25 for 2 after 4.3. It's the captain Shahrukh Amin who's come out to bat for Z Games. Oh, first ball in swinging delivery. Hits the stumps. And that is a very, very short stay for the captain of Z Games. Troubles continue as Ajmal strikes twice in the over.
Yeah, that was an excellent delivery from Ajman. Look at that. Swinging into the left-hander. Beautiful delivery. The best delivery of the day so far for me. And Shahrukh Amin, short stay. Checked out before he could check in. First ball duck for him. 25 for the loss of 3.
So Ajmal is on a hat-trick, 2 deliveries, 2 wickets, and it is going to be the most experienced player in Z Games to face the hat-trick ball. It's going to be Safir Tariq, who will have that big responsibility of not giving Ajmal a hat-trick that he most certainly deserves. Given away just 1 run in his 4 deliveries and has taken 2 wickets. He's on a hat-trick. He'll be looking to bowl this on the stumps, keep it close, keep the batter interested in the ball and also the umpire. So a bowled or a leg before, that's what the plan should be. Oh yes, it was the plan, but this one's down the leg side. A direct hit, no. But they're going for the second on the overthrow. Well, everything happening on that hat-trick delivery. Harshit Kaushik a little lazy in his approach, and they get 2 runs.
Well, what an over this has turned out to be from Mohammad Ajmal. He's picked up 2 wickets, just given away 1 run. Those 2 leg byes will go into the extras. Last delivery, and this is a very sedate start for the Z Game strikers. Good delivery once again. Played it towards the offside. Will be a single to end the over. Successful one. 2 wickets coming off it. 5 overs done. 28 for the loss of 3. Mohammad Farazuddin, the new bowler, starts off with a good delivery. They get a single on that one. And they haven't been able to get too many boundaries here, the Z Game strikers, and that has been a problem for them. Ronak Panoli is still out there, but he's struggling, clearly.
Well, yes, I don't know what to say. 13 deliveries, 10 runs. Very unlike Ronak Panoli. Goes big, goes high, and goes handsome. Over extra cover. That is a very difficult shot to play. And only a skillful batter like Ronak can do that.
Well, that's more like it. That's the Ronak Panoli we know. Stepping down, getting close to the ball. That has been the problem for him. He wasn't able to get close to the ball. That is the reason he was missing out on a few deliveries. That'll get his confidence up. A big 6 over the covers. And now Z Game strikers and Ronak Panoli are making a move on.
Tries to go close to the ball. Shuffles to the offside. Misfield again. Not great fielding. What was only a single, what would have been only a single, is now two. And every run counts, Rashid.
Oh yeah, would have been, should have been a single only. Ajmal missing out on that occasion. Meanwhile, that's been hit towards the cover sweeper for only a single, so not a bad over coming in from Farazuddin. He's leaked 10 runs, but in the context of the game and the format, I think it's not a bad over.
Yeah, just 10 runs off it. Would want to finish well. Flighted and in the slot. Safir has decided to play it along the ground for a single. And after the 6th over, the score for Z Games is going to be 39 for 3.
Oh, that's a big shot. That's a huge shot coming in. Beautifully done by Safir Tariq. That's the shot of the night so far.
That was from the middle of the bat, and such quick hands from Safir Tariq. That's gone into the night sky. Took a long time to come down, and you could feel that as soon as it hit the bat, you knew that it's going to be a 6. That's how good that shot was. Really, a very special shot from Safir Tariq.
Yeah, very good shot from him. A short delivery, that's played over the covers, and that's gone into the trees. That's probably 80 meters there. Excellent shot from Safir Tariq once again. Back-to-back sixes, and it's against Mohammad Ajmal, who was on a hat-trick in the previous over.
And that's gone onto the other ground, and it's still travelling, I think. What a shot that was. This one is the shot of the night for me. On the off, on the up, cutting it and just launching it towards point. I think this is really a magnificent hit from Safir Tariq.
Well, hold your horses, Shoaib. If this man stays on the crease, you'll see a lot more shots of the night. Meanwhile, some help from the other ground, and is able to fetch that one.
Yeah, he'd called for an Uber. So finally they get the ball back. 50 on the board with that 6, and beautiful scenes here. It does get a lot pleasant and serene in Ajman.
Yeah, the nights are always beautiful in Ajman. Meanwhile, back-to-back sixes, and it's Safir Tariq on strike. Good delivery. Slow one outside off stump. And sensibly played by Safir Tariq for a single.
Now this is sensible batting from Safir now. So that run rate has definitely creeped up in the last few deliveries.
Oh yeah, they need a lot more runs. And they need some big hits to come in. With Ronak Manolik still out there, they can probably get some big runs, but not the way he's playing at the moment. He's trying to force the deliveries, which is not going to help him. Will be a single, and I think he's doing the right thing now. He's feeding strike to Safir Tariq. Till he's there, I think he should just try and feed him strike.
Yeah, that didn't look like he is trying to feed the strike, but luckily it didn't land into the hands of the fielder. Slower delivery and waited for it, guided it towards the the backward point region. That's a good ball from Ajmal. I think that is what you need to do more against somebody like Safir Tariq.
Yeah, that was a good shot as well from Safir. Picking the slow one really early and then just guiding it, not trying to force it. And I think he's understood how this wicket is playing. He's waiting for those bad deliveries which are in the slot or the full pace deliveries. Meanwhile, last delivery coming up. This has been a good over for the Z Game Strikers. The best one of the inning so far, 15 coming off it. And once again, just guiding it towards backward point for a single to end the over. 16 coming off it, 7 overs done, 55 for the loss of 3. I think this is a good move from Adnan Mulk, bringing in his ace bowler, Ankur Sangwan, and they pick up a single straight away. It was a full toss, but Ronak Manoli not able to dispatch that one.
Yeah, lucky escape for Ankur Sangwan. 56 for 3. They still have a grip on this hands, Ajman Heroes. They're still running behind in terms of the target that they would want to get in the first innings. Drilled straight down the ground. Another single.
This is good bowling from Ankur Sangwan. He's playing around with his pace and his lengths as well. That was a fuller length delivery. Not allowing Safir Tariq to get underneath it. He's got a good field set as well. 22 of 20 for Ronak Panoli. He needs to make a move on. He needs to get some big shots coming in. That's way outside off stump. Didn't bounce as much as Ronak was expecting it to. But a clever piece of bowling from Ankur Sangwan.
Well, that was quicker and flatter. Using his feet.
Couple of deliveries to go in this over. It's Safir Tariq back on strike. Another good delivery.
Oh, an overthrow. And another run added to the total. The fielding, the ground fielding from Ajman Heroes has been very ordinary. We'll have to work on that. Isam the fielder this time. Hit straight towards long off. Isam collects it, throws it. Decent throw, but an awkward bounce. And Ankur Sangwan just couldn't collect it. Hit straight down the ground. Again a mistimed hit. Good over. This good spell from Ankur Sangwan. He is one of the finest that you'll ever see in terms of left-handed orthodox spin. Always very miserly in his spell. 8 overs bowled, 60 for 3. Defender Vision Sports Management, thank you for your support. You've been very generous in supporting domestic cricket, and we can't thank you enough.
Yeah, thanks to all the sponsors and bringing us this Fanco T10 Bash 2023. 2 more overs to go, and it's going to be the floating power play. 61 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. This has been a struggle for Z Game Strikers. Safir Tariq He's been the main man for them. 21 of 11. 23 of 22 for Ronak Panoli. He hasn't been able to get going today. Way outside off stump. Samir will have to re-bowl that one. Has been called as a wide. And I think that is a good call. That was right on the borderline.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision from the umpire there. Yes, definitely a wide. Safir will have to face maximum number of deliveries now. Ronak is planning to carry his bat through the innings.
Oh, absolutely. And he looks more settled, Safir Tariq. His numbers show that as well. That's a very good shot. Over point. That'll run away for a boundary. That's an excellent shot from Safir Tariq.
Yes, using that angle to his advantage and just opening the face of the bat at the last moment. So that's a good shot from Safir. He's looked good in this tournament. This is his second innings where he's scoring some important runs at the fag end of the innings. Up and over and 4 runs, beg your pardon.
तो वो लंबा ब्रेक 25 of 12 deliveries for Safir Tariq. He's a brilliant batter. He's a rare species who can time the ball really well on any surface.
Well, Safir Tariq, he's not happy. He thought it was a wide, but not to be. It's been called as a legal delivery.
Yeah, expecting the umpire to call it as wide. Going against him. But he's still got quite a few deliveries. 4 more deliveries to go in this power play. And he's batting on 25 of 13 deliveries. Like I said, he's a brilliant batter. He's very talented. He's got shots all around the park. Meanwhile, this is a good comeback from Samir. Bowling a dot delivery. Oh, that's a brilliant pickup shot. But straight to the fielder. Didn't time it. Was from the toe end of the bat. And Khalid Shah doesn't make a mistake. So Safir Tariq, this is a big wicket. He'll have to walk back.
Well, he was trying to accelerate. Got it right, just not from the middle of the bat. And at the boundary ropes, Khalid Shah taking a comfortable catch. A good innings from Safir Tariq comes to an end. 25 of 13 for him. 66 for 4. Furqan is the new man in. First ball has hit it nice and sweet and straight to the fielder, Adnan ul Mulk. No chance for a run. That was timed too well. In fact, they have stolen a run. Furqan Khalil is on the non-striking end. So he's off the mark with a single.
Well, a fumble from Adnan Mulk allowing them to cross through. 67 on the board. They're way behind what they would have wanted to be at this stage. But Ronak Panoli is still out there, so he can still redeem himself. He hasn't been able to get going in this innings. 23 of 22 deliveries. Oh, that's a brilliant slower delivery. Are they going for the bye? No. Wisely denied by Furqan Khalil. So an excellent delivery. And the trouble continues for the young Ronak Panoli.
Run a ball innings from Ronak Panoli in a 10 over format. Well, yeah, he had no clue I think he was safe. So one more ball to go. He's on 23 of 23. Z Games are struggling at the moment, Rashid.
Oh, absolutely. They haven't been able to get those boundaries to come in, which has been a problem for them throughout the day, the night rather. And now the last delivery coming up of the floating power play. Low full toss straight to the fielder. They haven't picked up a single either. Will be a dot ball to end the over. A brilliant over coming to an end from Samir. Just 6 runs coming off it. 9 overs done, 67 for the loss of 4.
So last over is going to be Usman. First ball, Furkan has hit that over extra cover. And that is another big hit. 6 runs for Furkan.
Well, that was a very good shot from Furkan Khalil. Was in the slot and he made sure he got the timing on that. Elevation was there and so was the distance. Very important 6 runs coming in for Furkan Khalil and Z Game strikers. They'll get to 73 runs. They need to get somewhere around 85. So need 12 more runs in this over to get to a half decent score. Meanwhile, Usman once again, slower delivery. That's picked up by Furkan. But straight to the fielder at square leg. They'll want to come back for the second. And will do so quite easily.
That's good running between the wickets. Furkan and Ronak know that it's the last over. So all they can get is what they should be taking. The slower delivery. And Furkan knew as soon as he hit it, there was going to be 2. Goes full Usman. That's a good ball. Again looking for 2 Furkan. Is Ronak going to respond? Yes, he will. That's good running between the wickets.
Well, now that they've turned on the heat, they're trying to go for those big shots. I think that intent was missing throughout the innings for Z Game strikers. And as soon as Furkan Khalil walks in the middle, he's been able to get that momentum going. 3 more deliveries to go. Can he get a boundary? Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Beating Furkan Khalil. Usman followed him and pulled it in the block hole. 1 more run added to the total. Look at that. Beautiful delivery. Excellent. Wanted to hoik that towards mid-wicket but doesn't connect. And that'll bring Ronak Panoli back on strike. 2 more deliveries to go. They're on 78. Can they get 7-8 more runs here? Oh, he's bowled him. Excellent delivery. That was as slow as it gets. I think Ronak picked it as well, but tried to hit it too hard. Missed the ball completely, and the middle stump takes a walk.
Well, the innings that Ronak would like to forget comes to an end. A slow full toss. That has been the story for Ronak. Really, just not his night tonight. Walks back after scoring 23 of 25. It's 78 for 5.
Last ball coming up then. Outside off stump gets an outside edge. And Usman picks up his second wicket. Sardar Bazar trying to go big, doesn't connect. Very thin outside edge, and Rahul Chopra takes it quite easily behind the stumps.
Yes, end of the innings for Z Games. And they've managed to get to 78 in their 10 overs, which I think is a very, very easy score for Ajman Heroes, considering the kind of batting that they have. We'll have to wait and find out whether Z Games can defend this total or not. That's the batting card for Z Games, 23 from Ronak Panoli, a very sluggish innings from him of 25 deliveries. 12 came from Kamar. Nobody really contributed except for Safir, who looked like he was in his groove tonight. Scored 25 of 14, but all that just couldn't help the cause of Z Games. They could only manage to get to 78.
Oh yeah, it was courtesy some very good bowling by the Ajman Heroes. Mohammad Samir picked up a wicket. Ankur Sangwan, he was brilliant. Just 9 runs off his 2 overs, and he picked up a wicket as well. Mohammad Ajmal, he was on the verge of a hat-trick at one stage. Picked up 2 wickets, gave away 18 runs in his 2. And Mohammad Usman, the last over bowled of the innings, he picked up a couple of wickets and gave away just 10 runs. At the end, restricting Z Game strikers to just 78 in their 10 overs. Let's have a look at how this innings panned out. We'll see the highlights. It was a good start for Z Game strikers. Ronak Panoli looked flashy, but that wicket of Kamran Atta really opened the floodgates, and they lost a few wickets in the process. Harshit Kaushik was brought in as well. He was hit for a maximum by Kamar Awan, and then they just couldn't get going. There was no timing. They weren't able to read the conditions. They weren't able to read the pitch, what it was doing. But except for Safir Tariq, who looked good in his innings. He was playing some good shots. He was making sure that he kept rotating strike, got his eye in, and then played a couple of beautiful, magnificent shots. He tried to up the ante as well, but couldn't really get going after hitting those 2 maximums and lost his wicket. Furqan Khalil hit a good shot as soon as he came in, but at the end, that sluggish innings from Ronak Panoli coming to an end, and the last delivery also, Ajman Heroes managed to pick up a wicket. Well, when they come out to chase, they'll require 79 in 10 overs at 7.90 runs per over. We'll head into a short break, and we'll be back on the other side. Till then, stay tuned.
Good evening, cricket lovers, and welcome back to the fan code Ajman T10 Bash 2023 match number 9 in progress between Z Games strikers. And that is the score that Z Games have managed. Only 78 runs in their allotted 10 overs. It was a poor innings by Ronak Panoli, 23 of 25. Safir Tariq, the wicketkeeper, did try to give them some impetus, 25 of 14. But plenty came and plenty departed. And it just wasn't a good batting performance overall. In terms of the bowling, Mohammad Ajmal was excellent, 2 for 18. Ankur Sangwan was absolutely fabulous, 1 for 9 in his 2 overs. Steady contributions by Mohammad Samir as well, 1 for 12. And it does look like a very chaseable target here for Ajman Heroes. I am Ahmed Khwaja. Alongside me in the com box for the run chase is the one and only Mudassir Ali. Good evening, Mudassir.
Good evening, Ahmed. An excellent job done by the bowlers of Ajman Heroes, restricting Z Game striker to 78 for the loss of 6 in their allotted 10 overs. I reckon it will be an easy chase. It's Adnan ul Mulk, the captain. Alongside him is the stylish, I won't say stylish, but a flamboyant Khalid Shah.
Oh, absolutely. And he's in good touch as well, coming off a player of the match performance earlier in the A10 Bash. So it's going to be Shahid Bhutta taking the new ball here for Z Games. I haven't seen him before, so very excited to see a young emerging fast bowler. Ringfield on the offside. Short. The third man is up, but he's being sent back. So they're just bringing the mid on up for him. And here we go. The run chase is underway. Target of only 79 for the Heroes. Of course, this is their home ground, so to speak. So they will be determined for the 2 points. Short delivery banged in. Not too much pace on it, but a dot ball to start.
A new face in the domestic circuit, it's Shahid Bhutta.
Oh, pardon me, he's wearing Shahid's shirt, but it's Mubin Ali.
Well, actually, he is Shahid Bhutta.
Okay.
I think our graphic man got it
Yeah,
wrong.
we'll just correct it quickly.
Yeah, please.
So it is Shahid Bhutta, double confirmed by Mudassir Ali, our Wikipedia of UAE domestic cricket. A full toss, punched away through the covers. Glorious shot by Adnan Nawabul Mulk.
So, I mean, it was an easy picking, trying to bowl that Fuller misses the line. And off the mark with the boundary, Adnan ul Mulk. So is Ajman Heroes.
Well, that was an easy delivery to put away for a class player like Adnan. And good to see the captain opening the innings. I like to see him bat in the top 3. Stylish player, elegant player. Yes, the format is all about brute hitting. But if you can still place the ball, if you can still play it on merit, you will get runs.
Oh yes, and good to see the captain taking that responsibility and coming top of the order. Cut hard over the point. The ball sailing, an effort. Faisal Altaf was the fielder. Adnan Mulk survives.
Well, that is very poor. A chance created by Shahid Bhutta. And it's a straightforward catch at cover sweeper. But Adnan ul Mulk gets a life. Perhaps the dew making it difficult. But at this level, Mudassir Ali, you have to take this catch.
Oh yes, and one of the safest hands. That is the reason he's standing at the boundary rope. Faisal Altaf.
Perhaps just hitting him on the wrist there. Just nursing that. He is a big fast bowler. Emerging fast bowler. So he will need to bowl his couple of overs as well. So an early life given. Khalid Shah. There you can see the Ringfield on the offside. Everybody in. He likes to cut the ball behind point and cut the ball hard. There is a deep square leg in place for the short ball. And this time beats him outside off. Pacey delivery.
What a tournament he's having. Khalid Shah with the bat. Started the tournament with a bang, 71, and follows up with 47. Excellent delivery ball on the good length, and look at that extra bounce.
Frustrated with himself there. Trying to crash that, like you mentioned, in good touch. More than 110 runs in the tournament already. It's good to see him back in good form. This time going away from the left-hander and rightly given as a wide.
Trying to generate that extra pace. A wayward delivery. And have you able to recognize the wicketkeeper, the man who is standing behind the stumps?
Oh, absolutely. Very familiar sight indeed. Kamranata, who had a fabulous recent tournament, the Emirates D10. Let's see if he can continue that good form. He's a good signing for Z Games. Good to have him in the side. One of the best wicketkeeper bats in the country.
Oh yes, and was going all guns blazing in D10, which was concluded last week. So Shahid Bhutta looking for that first breakthrough.
Oh, dropped at short third again. Well, that's the second catch going down, and adding salt to the wounds, it's gone for 4.
Oh, I feel sorry for this fast bowler Shahid Bhutta. Second time a catch has been put down in his bowling, and Khalid Shah has been put down by the fielder, short third man.
Smart use of the pace, just snatching at the ball there. Well, Z Games, they've just not been on their A game tonight. Didn't bat well, dropped 2 catches, already 10 runs on the board for the Heroes. So both batters have 4s to their name, and both have second lives to their name. Crashed over point and taken this time. Nilash Keswani, well, he'll not make a mistake there, and Shahid Bhutta finally gets his wicket.
Third time lucky Shahid Bhutta. It was hit hard. It was traveling like a tracer bullet towards the fielder. A good field placement. Nilash Keswani, the young Keswani, no mistake. The first breakthrough. Khalid Shah departs after making just 4 of 3 deliveries, 10 for the loss of 1. 1 over done.
So it's going to be the man of the moment, Nilash Keswani, coming on to bowl. Excellent left arm spinner and very good bowler, especially in the power play, Mudassir Ali.
Oh yes, and you ask him to bowl the first over, he's ready. And if you ask him to bowl in the death overs, he's always ready. A good left arm orthodox bowler to have in your side. He was the fielder who took that catch to get rid of Khalid Shah.
Dugout looking relaxed. Don't have a big score to chase. Already 10 runs on board. But if they lose a few early wickets, there could be some nervous times. Let's see if Nilash Keswani can provide that breakthrough. Long on and deep mid wicket in place. And Adnan takes a single. New batter in is the wicketkeeper batter. Excellent player Rahul Chopra.
And unfortunately, they don't have the services of Sagar Kalyan. Got injured in the first game, pulled his back, and he has been rested for this match. Nilash Keswani up against Rahul Chopra.
Trying to cut that away behind point, creating some room. And yes, you mentioned Sagar Kalyan, one of their key players. Stylish, elegant player, and very good in this format, especially. Steady start for Nilash so far. Oh, big sweep attempted there from Rahul Chopra. No connection.
Trying to play across the line. Nicely bowled. Was expecting a bit of turn.
Looking to get off the mark here. Steps out and over extra cover. Brilliant use of the feet there from Rahul Chopra to create that boundary.
Shimmy down the track and nicely played. Not trying to hit it hard. Clears that extra cover and off the mark with a boundary, Rahul Chopra.
Well, his name is certainly doing the rounds. Was part of the UAE training camp, the intra-squad games. So they're certainly looking at him as a future middle order prospect. Swept away. Good fielding at square leg. Furkan Khalil, you expect him to have good hands because he is a wicket keeper by trade.
It's Mr. Shahzad Altaf very keenly watching this encounter, and former UAE national player, and always gave his services. If you talk about the under 11, under 13, under 15 cricket here in UAE domestic circuit, gave some good cricketers to the national side.
Oh, absolutely a living legend of UAE cricket. Meanwhile, 2 overs of power play gone by. Ajman Heroes 17 for 1.
Good to see Shahzad sir back here in Eden Garden, and he knows he is on the camera. He was a part of that UAE side which travelled to India and Pakistan during the 1996 World Cup, a medium fast bowler, and his son Rami Shahzad playing for the national side currently with the squad which is playing that series against West Indies in Sharjah.
It's truly the first family of UAE cricket. The Altaf father and son both represented the country, and maybe a third generation. We'll have to ask Ramesh Shahzad, where is Junior? Mobeen Ali. Oh, top edge on the pole length taken at fine leg. Well, this match has suddenly become very, very interesting indeed.
He strikes on his very first delivery. Now both the openers are back in the hut for Ajman Hero. Surprised Adnan Mulk with that short pitch delivery. No mistake by Sardar Behzad. Brilliant delivery, Ahmed.
Excellent bowling. And he's produced the breakthrough just when they needed it. 17 for 2. So 2 early wickets have gone down in the run chase. Mobeen Ali and Shahid Bhutta, both fast bowlers, have struck. New batter in is the all-rounder Mohammad Ajmal. Another very good player for this kind of format. Hits the ball hard, excellent fast medium. Slow delivery, just turned towards fine leg. Great fielding. Good commitment out there by Z Games. They're working hard here.
They know they're defending a small total. Couple of catches have been put down, but good news for Z Game striker is that both the openers are back in the hut. Look at that wicket of Adnan Mulk. Surprised the batter with that sharp bouncer. Was nowhere near, and an easy catch taken at the fine leg by Sardar Behzad. Mobeen Ali continues here.
Using a lot of slower deliveries there. Rahul Chopra smartly just pushing the 1s and 2s. They don't need to do anything silly here. It's a straightforward run chase. Just need one long partnership.
Oh yes, and at the other hand, they have also a chance to better their net run rate. They can somehow manage to win this game in 7 or at least in before 8 overs. They can improve their net run rate, and this all will come down to play after the final game. 8 teams participating, and there are 7 league games each team will be playing in this tournament.
Pacey delivery this time, mixing it up nicely. Mobeen Ali. He's determined to bowl that hard length, but just mixing up his pace. And the batters are struggling to get him away. This is good bowling.
Just 23 years old, Mobeen Ali. He was instrumental last night. Got that wicket of Rais Ahmed, and that wicket turned the tides in favour of Z Game strikers. Young but very good bowler, Mubin Ali.
Certainly a bright spark. We have plenty of talented fast bowlers in the UAE now. Oh, pulled away behind square. Somehow he got in the right position to put it away for 4.
Testing Ajmal with that back of line delivery. It was an easy picking. He was in an awkward position, but somehow managed to put that wood on the ball and manages to get that boundary, Ajmal.
Yeah, I think he's just overdoing it here with the short ball. They're ready for it now. Just spoiling a good over, 6 runs off it. They can't even afford to concede that, to be honest. Just 79 runs is the target. So Mohammad Ajmal has got an early boundary as well. Good, stylish player. Has a bright future ahead of him. Oh, down the leg side. Trying to overdo it here, Mobeen.
Trying for the change of pace, bowling that cutter down the leg. So now slowly the runs are coming for Ajman Heroes.
Well, we've seen both teams who won the toss today losing. Let's see if that happens again. Does look unlikely though. Picked up towards mid-wicket and beats the fielder. And I think it might have gone for 6.
Going for that maximum on the final delivery, not happy with the fielder, bit frustrated. He had created the chance.
Just swinging from the hip there, Ajmal. We're waiting for confirmation, but on first view, that looked like a 6 to me. Let's take a look here, Mudassir. It was a chance for a catch. Stuck his hand out. And that is looking like a 6 to me. Yes, it is. So bad end to a decent over. 30 for 2. It's an ITW Prod G and TPT 360 production of the fan code A10 Bash 2023. Live pictures, excellent coverage, and this is a positive move being made here by the Heroes. They are taking the floating power play, Mudassir.
A good move. Have got those runs in 3 overs 30 for the loss of 2, and Rahul Chopra and Ajmal out there in the middle. A good move by the team, Ajman Heroes. An interesting fact, what I have noticed in the previous over, the catch was put down by Safir Tariq. He's a regular wicket keeper. So they're playing with 3 wicket keepers, Safir Tariq, Furqan Khalil and Kamran Atta.
Oh, absolutely. You'd expect them to have good hands. So the change in the field is there is a deep third and a deep square leg. It's going to be Shahid Bhutta entrusted with it. So anywhere square of the wicket or down the ground, he might go for runs. He has to be very precise.
49 needed of 42 balls. Samir Chand, and we can see Ankur Sangwan.
Yeah, what is he doing here? I'm not sure, Mr. Samir. Yeah, okay, I understand that one. Enjoying himself after a good day with the ball. Oh, full toss towards square leg. We'll have to take a look on the height. A misfield. Well, what can one say? Shehzad Altaf, pardon me. Faisal Altaf, what are you doing there?
He's having a horrible day in the field. First dropping the catch. Now, it was miles up in the air. As a youngster, we expect him to run and put that extra dive. But he has some other plan.
Well, honestly, the safest place could be to ask him to bowl. Because in the outfield, he's made an absolute mess of it. That is 4 runs. So, Sea Games, well, what can one say? Just not their day, not their night.
and our director is spoiling the players. Now everyone want to become the TikTok heroes, as we have seen Mohammad Samir.
Yeah, he's a big TikToker himself, Mr. Shahid. So not given as a no ball, thankfully. That's better. Block hold delivery, push to mid off. Shy at the stumps, but Rahul Chopra is very quick and very intelligent. Look at that game awareness. Running on the ricochet. Well, I think Mohammad Samir could become the new TikTok star of the A10 bash.
Oh, Umar Ali Khan has a competitor.
Yeah, Umair Ali Khan, Rohan Mustafa, now Mohammad Samir. Three musketeers of social media.
And you forgot Umar Doggar.
Oh yes, he's another character. Oh, squeezed away. What a shot, Rahul Chopra. That is the shot of the night. Absolutely glorious.
Oh, it wasn't a bad delivery, but a superb shot. Excellent timing and placement. It was in the block hole. Oh, it was a treat to watch. You beauty, Rahul Chopra.
Well, that's why his name is doing the rounds for national team selection, because he can play shots like that. 16 of 8. He's barely broken a sweat. And now it is runner ball stuff required for the heroes. So expensive over there, maximizing the floating power play. Couple of boundaries. Hooked away. Over fine leg for 6.
They have taken that floating power play at the right time, and the little man is getting those runs quickly for his team. Ajman Heroes moves to 46, and look at that shot. Some Caribbean flavor coming in that shot from Rahul Chopra.
Oh, that was a spicy one. Look at that. Banged in and banged out. See you later. And well, you have to feel for Shahid Bhutta, trying to make something happen. It's not that kind of pitch where you can just keep banging the ball in short. You will be hammered. 33 needed of 38 now. Rahul Chopra taking the game away from Z Games. And look at that, big smiles. Adnan Arif, Adnan Ul Mulk, Farazuddin, Assam, all absolutely loving it. So they've just boosted that mid-wicket region. There is a deep square and cover sweeper in place now. And goes exactly towards that mid-wicket fielder. They're pushing for 2. Oh, but a bit of a slip there for Rahul. Only going to be 1.
Still a very expensive over from Shahid Bhutta. He was unlucky. Couple of catches has been put down in his bowling by the fielders. Now they are cruising towards the target. Ajman Heroes 47 for the loss of 2. A good partnership between Ajmal and Rahul. The equation coming down to 32, needed of 37.
Yeah, that will just allow Ajmal to relax as well. Rahul playing a great knock here. Excellent cameo. Can he make it count? Make it a 50 maybe? Certainly possible. Big full toss. Just nudge towards mid-wicket. So after 4 overs, the heroes are sailing along. 48 for 2. One of the principal sponsors of the fan code A10 Bash, Defender Vision Sports Management. Very, very lucky to have them on board and bringing you this wonderful tournament. 33 matches over the duration of 11 days. 8 of the best club sides in the UAE. And it's going to be Qamar Awan, the all-rounder, coming on for a bowl here. Interesting move, Mudassir.
Oh yes, but I think it's too late. If you're looking at the surface, should have given him at least the 3rd over. Very experienced, and I reckon he'll trouble the batters. It's Harshit Kaushik on screen getting ready.
Pulled away off the hip. Big chase for the square leg, so they'll stick to one. So yeah, it looks like the game is firmly in control of the Heroes right now. No alarm bells as such. Interesting to see Kamranatha coming up to the stumps to the medium pacer. Not easy to do. Oh, shoveled away over fine leg. And in fact, it's gone for 6. What a shot from Rahul Chopra.
Very strong behind the square, Rahul Chopra. A maximum, with that maximum 50 comes up for Ajman Heroes. Even Khamarawan leaking runs. It was an easy picking down the leg and using his wrist and finds a maximum.
Look at that, just that bottom hand lofting the ball. And he said, okay, if you want the wicketkeeper up to the stumps, you want me to stay in the crease, I can still hit you for 6. Nicely put away. 29 of just 11 deliveries. A fabulous knock. Hard pull in front of square. And it will beat the fielder once more. Safir Tariq. Well, that's why he's a wicketkeeper.
Poor effort. Already dropped a catch early in the innings. Safir Tariq. I feel for the bowler. It wasn't hit so hard, but it was placed in the gap. Very sloppy in the field, Safir Tariq.
Needed to put that dive in. Went for the feet instead. Smacked towards the long on region. And another fumble. This time it's another wicketkeeper, Furqan Khalil. Well, give them some gloves in the outfield.
And I don't understand why they are patrolling the boundary region. It would have been a good idea if they can get them inside the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, and you have a lot of youngsters in this team. Ronak Panoli, Nilansh Keswani. Heaved towards mid-wicket again, and it beats the fielder again. Well, they're making mincemeat of this run chase here, the Heroes. 64 for 2 at the halfway stage. 16 runs off that Kamarawan over. Wonderful, beautiful, cool evening here at the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. Really is such a picturesque venue. And good to see some top-tier cricket being played here. Of course, you can watch and earn some money by downloading and watching the fan code A10 Bash on the Myco app. It's absolutely free to download from the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. You can earn some big bucks as well by watching out to that content. And what a shot! Rahul Chopra, you beauty.
This is how you play the spinners on this track. Learn from this man, Rahul Chopra. Not afraid to use the feet against Nilansh Keswani. Always in control. And through the extra cover goes Rahul Chopra, a boundary. Now 68 for the loss of 2. Just 11 needed of 29 balls.
38 of just 14. Oh, and there's a stumping chance missed. Kamranatha, he made an absolute mess of that. Nilansh is rightly frustrated.
What a comeback by Nilansh Keswani, but it's not getting that support from Kamranatha.
Inside edge, the good old-fashioned French cut. And it will kiss the boundary skirting for 4. Well, this match is going to end in a hurry.
He bowled brilliantly. He fielded well, Nilansh Keswani. But luck is the side of Ajman Heroes tonight. It was hit hard, not in control, taking that bottom edge and races towards the fine leg region. No chance for Sardar Behzad.
Only one hit away then are the Heroes. Oh, it's gone up, but it doesn't have the legs, does it? Oh, yes, it does. And that is game, set, and match. Khalid Shah allowing the whistles. It's a commanding victory by 8 wickets. Or is it? We'll need to confirm with the boundary check, but that looks like a 6 to me. The bails have been turned over, and yes, Ajman Heroes have completed the run chase in just 5.4 overs. That is incredible stuff.
Well, after losing those couple of wickets, we thought that the game will go till the 8th or the 9th over, but what a partnership between these two, Ajmal and Rahul Chopra, making sure they stay unbeaten till the end, and Ajman Heroes winning the match by 8 wickets in hand.
A statement innings by Rahul Chopra and Mohammad Ajmal, even though they were 17 for 2 at one stage. Brilliant partnership has put this game to rest. And Z Games, they batted poorly, they fielded poorly, and their bowling, well, couldn't say much about that either. Definitely need to go back to the drawing board. Handshakes all round. A very comfortable win for the men in red. So let's take a look at the batting scorecard then. Couple of early wickets going down thanks to the bowling of Shahid Bhutta and Mubin Ali. But then this excellent partnership between Rahul Chopra, who played a fabulous knock, 39 not out of 15, supported by Mohammad Ajmal, 27 not out of 10. In terms of the bowling, it was only Shahid Bhutta and Mubin Ali who could make an impression. Shahid Bhutta very unlucky, a few catches going down, and had to bowl that third over of floating power play as well, so he went for runs. Not much to say about Kamar or Neelansh's bowling. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the run chase then. It was only a target of 79. Adnan ul Mulk with a fabulous square cut for 4. Khalid Shah getting a catch dropped early, but it did run away to the boundary. And this was his dismissal. Taken at deep point. Good catch by Neelansh. Then Rahul Chopra stepped on the gas and was looking fluent right from ball 1. Adnan ul Mulk top edge on the pull and caught at fine leg, but then Ajmal and Rahul Chopra combined beautifully, peppering the gaps on the leg side, taking advantage of the power play. The fielding from Z Games, well, that's the prime example. They were very, very poor. Harun Altaf really struggled, and that was a beautiful shot. Squeezed away behind point for 4. And Rahul Chopra just kept dealing with boundaries and sixes. Big shot on the leg side from Ajmal as well. Whenever they connected, the ball travelled, and this was the winning hit from Ajmal down the ground, all the way over the long on for a maximum, as Ajman Heroes won comfortably by 8 wickets. Z Games put into bat could only manage a score of 78. Safir Tariq top scoring with 25. Ronak Panoli struggled, 23 of 25. Good bowling from Mohammad Usman and Mohammad Ajmal, 2 wickets apiece. Ankur Sangwan, a fabulous spell, just conceding 9 runs for the loss of 4 and picking up 1 wicket. In response, Ajman Heroes got the run chase done and dusted in just under 6 overs. Fabulous stuff thanks to Rahul Chopra, 39 not out, and Mohammad Ajmal, 27 not out. 1 wicket apiece for Mubin Ali and Shahid Bhutta as the Heroes conclude the night with an 8 wicket victory. Well, that's all from the Combox for now. We'll take a short break and be right back for the post-match presentation with Mudassir Ali. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 9 played between Ajman Heroes and Z Game Striker. It was a small target posted in the first innings. Batting first, Z Game Striker just posted 78 for the loss of 6 wickets in their allotted 10 overs. And when the chase started, it was all about the batters of Ajman Heroes dominating. And before moving ahead for the player of the match announcement, I would like to introduce our guest, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, joining me in the presentation party. And chasing that small target of 79, they made sure they bettered their net run rate and chasing the target in just 5.4 overs. And the player of the match goes to, for his all-round brilliant performance, Mohammad Ajmal, remaining unbeaten on 27 of just 10 deliveries with the help of 3 fours and 2 maximum. And when he bowled in the first innings, he got a couple of wickets in his 2 overs and giving away 18 runs. First of all, congratulations. A good all-round show, Ajmal. How important is for you in this team particular to bowl those couple of overs?
My captain told me to they need only dot balls. So I am trying to make dot balls. That's my concern.
And how happy are you playing with Ajman Heroes? Because you came just 1 or 1.5 years back ago in UAE domestic circuit, but you got a good support from Adnanul Mulk.
Yeah, it's a very good team. Now we are in good gel. Before, for one player from another side, one player from another side. Now we are in good gel team. So I think now we are in good side. We can win this tournament, I think so. Because it's a long tournament. Every match is very important. So we will need to put the same intensity in full tournament.
And you being an all-rounder, you like bowling or batting?
Like all-rounder, both.
Well, a good one, and all the best for your upcoming matches, Ajmal.
Thank you so much.
So that was Mohammad Ajmal, the player of the match from the last game of the day. So that's all we have from the post-match presentation. It's over to you, Ahmed Khaja, in the com box.
Thank you very much, Mudassar Ali. So that is the result of the matches taking place today. It was the big upset to start the day. Elite Fleet Car Rental winning by 11 runs against Future Mattress. Chittagong Kings won a nail-biter against 7 Districts. That went down to the final ball of the game. And then Ajman Heroes with a one-sided win against Z Game Strikers. Plenty more action to come from the Fan Code A10 Bash tomorrow. We kick it off with Future Mattress taking on 7 Districts. That will be an excellent game. Then we have Prim Heights Transport taking on Chittagong Kings, who are in red-hot form. And then we conclude the evening with Defenders taking on Elite Fleet Car Rental, live and exclusive from the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. Well, that's all for tonight from the Fan Code A10 Bash. Join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. local time, for yet more thrills and spills from the A10 Bash. Till then, take care and good night.